Well, it appears that I am back once again. So, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, and with some breaking news, hon. Today, NFL players across the league knelt, locked arms, and even refused to come out of their locker rooms during the national anthem. They were joined by coaches and even some owners. In my opinion, this all stems from President 45's Friday night speech in Huntsville, Alabama, when he said, and I quote, "Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners when somebody disrespects the flag to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now. He's fired." Now, not all the people today during these games have been supportive of the movement, the protest, okay, against racial injustices and police brutality. If you watched any of the games today or you've been on CNN, you could clearly hear that there were some people who were booing. However, I want to turn the spotlight on one in particular. I want to talk about Robert Kraft. He is the owner of the New England Patriots, who donated, by the way, to Trump's campaign for presidency, but we saw him also be a part of the protest today. He said in a statement released, and I quote, "I am deeply disappointed by the tone of the comments made by the president on Friday. I am proud to be associated with so many players who make such tremendous contributions, positively impacting our communities. Their efforts both on and off field help bring people together and make our communities stronger." This protest, for the people who are not aware or who want to oppose this has absolutely nothing to do with disrespecting veterans or that piece of cloth. That's not what it's about. It's about taking a stance against social injustices and police brutality, period. As a military child, I fully respected the flag and the anthem. At least I did until I was over on Adrian Expression's page. And see, this is why they say you never get too old to learn, okay? It also says that out the mouths of babes will come the truth. And the way I feel about this is simply this right here. I was over there on that young man's channel because I like Adrian Expression. And he had said that the second stanza of the national anthem was basically slave-toned. So, I don't like to just hear something. I tend to want to go on over and check for myself. So I went over to Miss Google. And I typed in the national anthem, and I read. And that second stanza is completely full of nothing but slave rhetoric and obvious racism, okay? So if you don't believe me, go down there to Miss Google and type it in for yourself and see. But I had to come and talk about this because that was an amazing thing today to see so many people stand together for this movement started by Colin Kaepernick when he kneeled last football season. And now, as a result thereof, he don't have a job. And then the man who is supposed to be ruling and overseeing the free world, he doesn't stand for equality, inclusiveness, and justice. We know exactly where he stands. And if anybody didn't know, now you know. That's ridiculous, y'all. That is ridiculous. But it was so heartwarming to me to flip my TV on and see so many people standing for what Colin stood for. It's a sign of support for him as well as a sign of support for us who are out here speaking out on racial injustices and the brutality that African American and people like myself, my brown sisters and brothers out there, who we don't know if a routine traffic stop will lead to your funeral the next day. It angers me that so many people want to say that this is a disrespect to the veterans. This has absolutely nothing to do with the veterans. We respect them to the fullest because they took on a feat that many of us did not, and they are a part of why we are safe and protected within our confines today. However, you could be saved from foreign attack, but what about when the attacker is your next door neighbor? Come on now. How are we supposed to feel when the attacker is sitting up in Congress or in the Senate or now in the White House that was built by slaves? This has absolutely nothing to do with disrespecting the military at all. It's about a desire for us to be exactly what they say we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be equals. We have never been treated as equals. We're supposed to be respected as humans. We're not respected as humans. Hell, you thought we was 3/5 a person for many, many, many years. And even today, some still see us as 3/5 a person. So I was glad to see the stand that was taken today by the NFL, certain members of the NFL, their coaches and their staffs, as well as the owners. I'm here for this. This does not have anything to do with trying to disrespect veterans in any kind of way. It's about, if you're going to fly this flag over my head and tell me to sing this song, include me completely. You're not going to get me to do the work and you take all the credit. You're not going to keep killing my people each and every single day just because you can and because you know that nothing will happen to you as a result thereof. We are taking a stand. It may start off small, but eventually we will get to where we're supposed to be, hopefully. I get so tired of this. I really do. At 45 years old, I've seen a lot and I've heard even more. And no matter what you do, in this life, you're constantly reminded that you're not quite as good as the next person. No matter how in order we may be as a people when it comes to being stopped by the police, innocent people have come up dead. And we're supposed to take that laying down. And we're being led by a person who don't give a damn about the color of about the content of our character. He don't respect us. He don't talk down on white supremacy because he is a member, a card-carrying member, and has been his entire life of the white supremacists. Let that marinate. That's exactly what he is. Because if you can disrespect a whole league of athletes who make good money every year, but they don't get paid half of what they're supposed to be paid, if you ask me. But if you can disrespect them because they say we want to, speak out about what's going on in this world today, and you call them sons of bitches and say because they kneel and take a stand against injustice that they need to be fired. Okay. But the people down in Charlottesville, South Carolina were good people. I don't know what it's going to take for people to see this man for who he truly is. Those of you out here who don't, but clearly it's something wrong with this situation. And clearly he's only playing for the team to which he is known for and a card-carrying member of. And that's all I have to say about that. Y'all remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This time, I think I'll be back Monday. But I had to talk about the NFL standing as, solidarity rule today. I don't care about the few people that were on the outside looking in that didn't like what was going on, or the boos from the crowd, because you ain't gonna ever please all of the people all of the time, child. It's gonna be somebody that's going to not understand what this is really all about. It's gonna be those out here that understand exactly what this is about, and they gonna act like they don't. they going to try to flip it and turn it to make it look bad as hell, is, for the people who are not aware. But, if you stay woke, keep your eyes closed, keep your eyes open and see how this is playing out, you're going to see exactly what this is all about. And it's definitely not about disrespecting veterans or what they have sacrificed for this country. This is about today. I want to be included in everything. I want to be treated as an equal. I don't want to have to fear for my life just walking down the street to the store. I want to feel like I am just as much a part of this country and what this country is alleged to stand for as the next man. And until we get there, we're going to continue to protest and fight until something changes. The day of marching is over. Damn the marches. You got to do something to shake the system up. And I'm here for the NFL and all of the players that were involved in today's protest, the players, the staff, the owners, all of y'all. I wish you nothing but the best. I stand with you, and that's all I have to say about that. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.